It's too soon.
That is a very valid question.
That's too soon. My bad. It's too soon. If he really did, that's crazy.
We live. We are live. Okay. I guess FIFA will be joining us shortly. So I'll go ahead and get us started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dead in Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth B. Inge. Joining me on the show, we got Shelton J.
What's happening, man? How y'all doing today?
Chilling, bro.
Really
I have a question for you.
Huh?
Why do you have that hat on in the house?
Man, let me tell you what's crazy, right? And my kids can tell you, I wear my hat all year round in the house. I love wearing my skull caps in the winter.
Okay.
Like I wear regular hats, but I like skull caps in the
winter.
Bro,
we've been recording since the summer.
I like wearing my hats in the house.
Don't act like this is a seasonal look.
No. What I'm saying is in the house, I always have on my hat. You ever notice that? Like I really, really do. In the house, I always wear it.
So you just get cold up top? That's what it is?
Yeah, it do. I just like how it feels. I like how it feels. That's pretty much it.
All right, bro. Do you?
That's Nikki Duce, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on? AKA Mr. The Black Honest Abe. That's what I am on this show. I keep it a bundle.
and the empty chair is busy for 30 FIFA 24/7 will be joining us in a bit. But yeah, man, the NBA is back. Games kicked off last night. That's why we were not on. We just kind of watched some of those and lounged around a bit. And then we're going to talk about that and kind of a little bit about what's going on tonight and just NBA in general. Maybe some NFL stuff, of course. But yeah, all right, man. It's to you, bro.
Well, since I do want to be on here for the NBA stuff, so we could Sheldon, you talked about some NFL news lately about Dwayne Haskins. What was the full story? I just saw the headline where it said that he was fined $40,000 because he was at a strip club.
Yeah, man. I'm really not understanding what's going on with these guys. First off, I didn't know Dwayne Haskins was a captain, too. Let me start by saying that. He was actually a captain on this team. Did y'all know that?
I did not.
I didn't know that, but I'm not shocked that he got removed of being the captain.
Yeah, he lost his captain's title, and he was fined $40,000 by the team for strip club appearance with no mask. So he wasn't following protocol. And the crazy thing about this is not the first time that this happened to him. So, he was at a hotel where strippers were present for his girlfriend's birthday party. Something happened earlier with him, the same situation. So you should know better, man. I'm so sick of stuff like this happening. You know, this guy lost his job early in the year to a man with one leg, and in a no-name quarterback at that. And it's just ridiculous, man. The stuff that goes on with some of these people. And I don't get it, man. I just don't get it. What about y'all? What y'all think about this?
I mean, for me, it does say something about like your character. About at least at this point, we're judging his character, because when you lose your job to, the NFL's Tiny Tim, you got that humbles you. You know what I'm saying? So, and it reveals like what you're all about. We've seen certain backups, whereas people who lose their job and then they get the backup role, and then they work with the quarterback, and then they eventually get startup role somehow, some way, like that kind of redemption story. And I thought that's what the case was going to be for Haskins, but that it seems like he's just an idiot at this point. Like in a pandemic, you gonna go to a strip club and not have a mask? A strip club is filthy before pre-corona. Post-corona, like, you know what I mean? Like this, I don't know. It's just a bunch of bad decision making. There's a lot and now like all the reports that came out earlier, when he was about to get drafted, I even wanted him at the time for the Giants. The reports about him being like too immature, or like he still need a year in college, it seems like it's true.
It is, and my thing is when these reports come out, these guys see that stuff. If I saw it about myself, I think I would do any and everything in my power, especially on my rookie deal. I'd do any and everything in my power to dispel those rumors, because I want my money. Like, I'm not trying to work no 9 to 5 if I got that kind of talent.
Right.
So why would you even screw with it? Why even mess it up? Like just do right. You don't have to do right that long. Just do right. It's simple. And I don't understand it. In the age of social media, nothing's hidden. So camera's gonna be everywhere. You ain't gonna be nowhere where ain't no camera. Just do the right thing, man, and collect your check, man. You get a check 1st and 15th. Get your money, man. Get your money. It just doesn't make sense to me. And once again, he lost his job. I don't know if anybody out there knows what he did the first time. Something else where he didn't follow COVID protocols. Let me know.
You're talking about Haskins?
Yeah.
Mm.
It just doesn't make sense, man. You are already on a thin line. You're on thin ice as it is. Just toe the line, man. Show up to work and do your job. Earn your check. That way because you're working for your second check. If you ain't made a second check, you ain't made no money. And we had a couple players on before say the same thing to us. So why even mess with it? I'm sure he's been told that. So that's frustrating to me.
Yeah, what you think about it, Ken?
I mean, you guys. I mean, people that have watched the show, man. They know I was a big time supporter and believer in Haskins, and I can't do it anymore. You know, we got insight into some things that he did that we haven't shared publicly, but there's some things that we heard that he did that wasn't good prior to getting drafted and all this other stuff. And then you lose your job for behavioral reasons, and then you go around and do the same thing again after you just got the job back, and you didn't even play that well, bro. So he's going to be one of those guys that has all the talent and skill set in the world, but he feels like he's already earned it. And that's the problem. And he's going to be out of the league and regretting it. It's just unfortunate. He's in the news for the wrong thing, man. So he clearly doesn't take his job seriously, which is why he plays so bad and why he can't get on the field.
Hey Sheldon, what did he do before?
I can't find it. Something else dealing with COVID protocols is what I think it was. I saw it earlier, but I can't remember exactly what it was.
And wasn't he like when Haskins got drafted? Wasn't he like all like acting like he had something to prove because he felt he got drafted too low and everything?
Yeah,
like,
he was talking shit.
Yeah, it's like why would you have that attitude saying that all these teams made a mistake, but you're not proving it with the way you act on the field and off the field, because that's important too. Like you said, Shelton, these teams knew what they was getting into when they drafted him. So if he's up there acting like he got a point to make, a point to prove of why he got drafted so low, and he shouldn't have got drafted so low, he's definitely not showing it by the way he's acting right now.
It's ridiculous. I think that some people, man, are honestly afraid of success. And I don't think that we give enough into that. Like a lot of people just do things that are mind-boggling. We look at Josh Gordon, for example.
Mm-hmm.
That's another story. He was supposed to be reinstated, but his reinstatement was denied because he didn't follow all the steps necessary to get back. I don't know if it's him not being able to overcome his obstacles or he's just afraid of it. That's just like some people are in jail today because they're afraid of getting out. And
I think it's more of like some motherfuckers really just don't give a fuck. Like, and I think it's that easy, that simple. Like, some people really just do not care, regardless of some opportunities that some see, a lot of promise in and would take seriously. Others are just like, oh yeah, that's just something that I've been doing. Like, until I hit rock bottom, I'm not gonna change. And maybe that's the case for him. Because after this year, I mean, if he can't play for a football team that literally is called a football team in the NFL, like, then you're not gonna get no other starting job anywhere else. So there's too many good quarterbacks coming out lately in the draft. At least now 2 or 3 every year that end up being, surprises and end up being franchise players for us to take all this time and wait on you to get your stuff together. So,
correct.
Um, well, let's get back to the B. I was waiting on you because I wanted to talk about some NBA stuff. Opening night was yesterday, and we saw primetime matchups against Brooklyn against Golden State, and the Clippers versus the Lakers. Let's start with the first matchup with Brooklyn and Golden State. What you think?
Oh, I mean, it's watching that game. It was pretty much what I've been saying, during preseason or going into this season is that, the Nets is going to be very fun to watch. Hoping that everyone stays healthy. They proved to me last night that, and this is their first game, like all of them together. They're gonna be fun to watch. They're definitely gonna be fun to watch. They're gonna probably have to work on some things defensively. I don't see them really being a good defensive team, but if they can score at the rate that they scored on average, I'm not saying every single night, but if they can average what we saw last night, yeah, they're definitely gonna be them in Milwaukee, and along with Boston and Philly are definitely gonna be the teams that's fighting for that top spot in the Eastern Conference. And they're gonna be fun to watch, man. It was so good to see Kevin Durant like back. You know what I'm saying? It was good to see the Slim Reaper back because it's always good when you have a sport, when all your players can be healthy and playing and you got the product on the court or on the field if you're referring to football or whatever, even in other sports. But yeah, man, I think it was good, man. For Durant to not play for such a long time, he looked good. Kyrie, Kyrie was cooking away. Normally Kyrie be cooking. What I'm really interested in seeing is the guys that were like kind of getting all the playing time and that was getting all the minutes, during the COVID, during the bubble. What's that? Chris LeVert. Spencer doing
Spencer
like those guys.
Joe Harris.
Yeah, if those guys can understand, if those guys, at least for a season or two, can understand and be like, look, all right, I'm gonna play my role because now I want to take back my 6 man a year pick because I thought Chris LeVert was gonna be starting. If he's coming off the bench, if he's gonna be their 6th guy off the bench this season, I'm picking him for 6 man of the year because he's instant offense. And if he can understand, like, okay, look, I was the man in COVID ball because Kevin Durant and Kyrie wasn't playing. If he can understand his role and say, look, I'm the instant offense guy, let me accept this role in order to win a championship. If guys can play into their role, just for a season or two, because I'm pretty sure they're going to want to get big money and all that stuff later on. But just for this season, because Durant and Kyrie seems to be back and they're healthy, they should try to go for the gusto this season. Those guys should just understand their role and be like, look, okay, I'm going to be that instant offense guy on the bench. The other people, look, I'm going to be this guy off the bench. Or I'm going to be this guy in the start lineup and just kind of step back a little bit for the betterment of the team so they can win this championship. I think, and they deep enough because, hell, I think Nash was going, I think damn near like 10 deep. He went like 5 and another 5 off the bench. And if he can, if those guys can learn to gel and they can learn their roles, that's really important, man. You got to be able to sacrifice to get that championship. And if they can learn that, if Chris LeVert can understand that, I think that's gonna be they're gonna be a good item, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna be so much fun to watch with them boys. And that's just one game. Of course, you're gonna have to get used to your team and used to what guys like to do and everything as the season progresses. Like I said, hopefully, if long as no injuries occur, that'd be great. I didn't know that Draymond Green was injured because I was looking for him to be playing yesterday, but he wasn't.
Was it a COVID thing or was he injured?
No, I think he actually hurt.
Yeah, it was like a foot injury, I believe. I looked on ESPN.
Did he play at all in the preseason?
No, I don't think he did.
How the hell you hurt for a whole year and a half?
Right. Right. You had a break. You had a damn break. You know what I'm saying? Like during the damn COVID, and plus Golden State haven't played since March. So it's like they wasn't a playoff team.
That's the thing I was gonna say, like Thompson tore his Achilles, got healthy and tore it again while you hurt on your bum foot.
And Draymond still hurt.
Hold on, I'm about to look and see what he hurt. I'm looking
at
it.
Hey, B did like we know Kevin Durant's mid ranges, his 3-ball, like he got all that. That's easy. But did he look a little bit slower to you?
I mean, Yeah, I mean a little bit, but I never really looked at Durant as like a speedy type
Really
of guy.
explosive or anything like that.
Yeah. I mean, like you gotta understand, this is his first game back, so he's probably not gonna cut and do everything as fast as he normally do. You know, especially coming off of Achilles injury. I can see mentally that can probably mess with you a little bit.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, Kevin Durant got the type of game that he is going to age very well. Kevin Durant can still play like this, 8 years from now. Bar, he's 32 now, but he can play like this well into his 40s. He don't need to be the fastest, quickest dude. Kevin Durant just need to get to his spots. Once he get to his spots, it's going to be hard to guard him. So, but yeah, I mean, I think that's his first game back. I think as the season progresses, and if he starts getting more confident in this space and everything, I think we'll definitely see the old KD. So it says foot. It said muscle strain in the right foot. That's what Draymond Green's injury.
That must be new.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Whatever. Yeah, it definitely looked mental to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just something I'm gonna watch. I don't think it's not gonna impact the man. Damn, putting up 20. Like he put up 22 in 28 minutes or something.
I mean,
25 minutes.
Easy.
That's what I'm saying, man. It's nothing for him, man. That's nothing. But yeah, this is Golden State first time playing since March. So I'm pretty sure they're gonna have to get used to some of the new additions that they added to their team and stuff. So I'll wait. Huh?
What you think of Wiseman?
He looked okay. I mean, for him to be thrown out to the Wolves, I didn't expect him to be starting. I ain't think they was gonna start him right away. But for them to throw him out to the Wolves, I mean, he didn't. He looked all right. I think once he get used to the speed of the game and everything, I think he'll be good. Because I mean, mind you, he didn't play like a full season of college. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, none of the Warriors have played in a long time. Like
that's what I'm saying. So yeah, the Warriors, I just take that loss as a grain of salt. Really, I mean, I'm not the type to be like, oh man, like this is something to look at or whatever like that. This is their first game since March. So, like I said, and Shelton, they added some new pieces. You know what I'm saying? So just got to kind of get everybody acclimated. I mean, Steph Curry looked good. He had some crazy shots where I was like, oh shit, like damn, I didn't think he was gonna make that, and he hit the bottom of the net on that shit. But it's gonna be interesting to see what Kelly Oubre, what he do.
How did he do though? Because I watched some of the game. I saw him make a nice dunk. I saw him get a couple rebounds, but looking at the stat line, he was 3 for 14, 0 for 6 from 3. He scored only 6 points. How did he look overall? Because I didn't watch that whole game.
Defensively, he's definitely going to be someone they're going to need on the defensive end to guard those wing guys. So I mean, defensively, he was okay. I mean, it wasn't nothing where I was like, oh man, this is eye popping. Like this dude is about to be a unsung hero for them. But I mean, for his first time playing with that team, he looked okay. He looked all right.
Wiseman scored 19, which I didn't realize he had 19.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, you can tell Wiseman was a little kind of like at the moment, like, oh shit, I'm really starting at center, But like I said, once he started playing, I think once he understands the speeds of the game, I think Wiseman's gonna be just fine. I mean, he's gonna be. I mean, the dude, he had a couple of dumb shots here and there, but other than that, I mean, that's for a rookie. Dude is what, 20 years old, 19 years old. Okay, that's normal. So Wiseman's gonna be fine, man.
He did exactly what I think you said it earlier earlier on. His pick and pop game was tremendous.
Yeah.
And he was hitting them shots. I mean,
of course, if he stays at this pace, he's definitely gonna be one of the front runners for Rookie of the Year. I think FIFA will champion him as well to be Rookie of the Year.
Yes.
Draft. So yeah, Wiseman, he's gonna be all right, man. I'm telling you, once Draymond kind of get in the mix too and kind of school him a little bit, man, I think Golden State will be okay. They'll be all right.
So are y'all done with the PC commentary about the game, or y'all want to really talk about some shit?
I mean, you can talk. I'm not taking
because B already called me out lightweight talking about. So I ain't one of them type of niggas that say, "Oh, I overreact to shit." I'm a react.
Right? You can overreact. I'm not gonna overreact because I don't trip over one game.
Because the Warriors look.
When you overreact and get your ass wrong most of the time. So I don't overreact.
Hey, I'm Nick Adamas on this podcast. You know what I'm saying? The Warriors look boo boo. They ain't winning over 40 games. I'm telling y'all that. I said in the chat. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm not afraid to say it online for the whole public. You can hear it. Quote me. timestamp me, whatever you want. Write it down, take a picture.
Nick,
they ain't win no 40 games.
Nick, you hot take Twitter, man. That's all you doing, man. This is one game.
They look. The Warriors look. And
first game since March. You expect them to look like the 72-10, 73-9 Warriors do? Like,
I didn't say none of that. I just wanted to see a good game. I thought I was at least gonna get that.
I don't know.
I thought I was gonna see a good game.
Why. That's what I'm right. Thank you, Ken. I don't know why. Like,
no.
I mean, we got the unanimous MVP. I'm thinking we're gonna see something. You said FIFA talked about Kelly Oubre like he was the second coming of. I don't know somebody. And then we got Wiseman. It's like, come on, like I was expecting to see some type of competitive game. This is a championship team, or at least the pedigree is.
No,
I still think that they're going to be competitive.
Y'all talked about the Golden State Warriors ain't playing in a few months. KD ain't playing in 2 years.
How many champions was on that court last night?
I know
there's one for the Warriors. I think it was one.
How many MVPs was there not an MVP on both sides?
That's not. You said team. That's not a championship team.
I said the pedigree at least.
Yeah,
how you can have a pedigree when
you don't even a pedigree, bro. It's not even a pedigree.
You still got the head coach and the best and the quote unquote best player.
And a bunch of those random ass niggas that they don't assemble.
I'm just saying.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like this.
So now all these are a bunch of random ass niggas.
I mean, they're definitely missing Klay Thompson. I mean, of course they're definitely missing that extra dude that can space. Cause I think isn't Bazemore on their squad?
Bazemore.
Yeah, they just need shooters. They really just need shooters. I mean, besides Steph, they missing Klay. They don't have that extra shooter, and Wiggins is not a shooter like that.
They got a lot of high draft picks that got paid or about to be paid. They got the number 1, 2 overall pick on the team.
Big fella. I mean, he's not a shooter.
They got the number 1 overall pick on the team. You got Steph.
Hey man,
you got Oubre. I would expect to be a little bit more competitive. I don't know. That's just me. I guess I expect too much. I expect too much out of professionals.
That can happen to any team in the NBA.
Exactly.
At the right time. I mean, the Lakers got beat last night too. I'm not saying
they can lose. Yeah, but they didn't get blown out.
But they could have. They started out that way. It could have happened, but it wouldn't make us think less of the Lakers, is what I'm saying. I think that, and they're not the Lakers. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is they're better than what they showed last night. We just got to give them some time. Just like
how much
any
better?
other thing. They'll make the playoffs still. I think they're definitely going to make the playoffs.
Yeah, because watching that game, there were moments where Curry would go to certain spots and the ball wouldn't get there and he was expecting the ball because they just don't have that chemistry with each other yet.
In timing, this was quick. This was a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
We talking 71 days.
Turnaround. They've been at home for a minute. Quick turnaround.
They just got Oubre. And it's been quarantine. Ain't nobody been playing no ball like normal.
Mm-mm.
So KD came out balling. KD looked like he was same old. He came out. He was dunking and some more shit. Ken, you talking about he a little slow? I would say I'm not gonna say he was slow. I just think the watching the game. It still felt like I was watching it. Honestly, a little bit. It just felt like I'm watching niggas shoot around and shit. It's like it still doesn't feel like the NBA season started. So it felt like a slow game to me. I don't know if KD actually was slow, but he was shooting fine.
I think
he was doing all the moves they usually do.
Yeah, I think the difference between what you saw with the Nets, obviously they got KD and Kyrie, so there's only Curry on the other side. But the rest of that team, outside of a few pieces here or there, I mean, these guys were in the playoffs last year, and they've been playing with each other for a minute. So they have their chemistry together, whereas the Warriors are still trying to, figure out who they are. Curry got to learn Wiggins because he didn't really play that much last year. Wiseman got to get comfortable, so the game's fast for him. And Draymond got to come back. So that game last night went just as I expected.
Hey, bro. Hey, let me ask y'all this. The Hawks had 83 points in the first half. Did y'all see that?
No.
I saw
Kyle mention.
Yeah, I just saw. I just looked on there. They went in 106-68. So according to Knicks calculations, they're gonna win all 72 games this year.
Ain't nobody say nothing like that. I'm only talking when I talk about a team. I talk about that team and that team only.
following your protocol if you winning by that much. So what?
I'm talking about. I've questioned Golden State from the jump before the season even started. Any of that shit. So I've been looking. I've been sitting back watching. Y'all been saying y'all little shit. I've been like, all right, we'll see. But this is what I'm calling out. This is what I feel like gonna happen. This is what I'm noticing.
I don't think you're too off base, Nick, because from the couple of games I've seen, they look sloppy. They look like they don't know each other. They haven't looked good. I haven't seen anything that's impressive. I think my thing is that I'm just going to give them a little bit more time to kind of get all of that stuff together. I'm taking into consideration like the external factors and stuff that has contributed to what I saw on the court, and then maybe who they are, who they look like they are now. But
Draymond being out there, Draymond is not going to score a lot of points, but he's an emotional glue guy too. So him not playing made a difference.
Draymond can't do shit no more. Draymond's a name at this point. Draymond is a name at this point.
Yeah, I'm not gonna say he's gonna contribute points wise, but we know he can get in.
He's worth 6 fouls. That's what he is. He's walking 6 fouls. That's what he is. At this point in his career, Draymond. I don't know what that contract that he on right now. It's only because he got him those 3 titles.
He's a shell of himself. So but what he adds though, like I said, he's a glue guy. He adds in the other intangibles and stuff like that. And I don't think if he ever had a shot back, because the first couple seasons he was hitting threes when he was shooting. Now he hit nothing. But if he was making the shots, I think it'd be a bigger difference than what he is now. But he's not the same player.
FIFA, we talking about our reactions to the Brooklyn Golden State Warriors game.
I saw a lot. I think the Warriors look very Steph dependent. Klay's not there, so the other guys got to figure out where they can eat because Steph isn't going to shoot 50 shots a game, right? I really like Kelly Oubre. He's definitely what I thought he was going to be, and he's only going to get better.
Kelly Oubre is garbage.
3 for 14 for 6 points. FIFA, what did you like?
Yeah, I'm about to say, if you like that, I hate to see what you love.
Yeah. Man, come on, man. Look. It's not about the points. It's not about the points with him. You know what I'm saying? He's a glue guy. He does all of the things that don't show up in the stat sheet that help you win games. That's why I say he was an Iggy 2.0 or a poor man's version or just a different version of that for them. That's what he does. There's going to be games where he's going to score 30 points. There's going to be games where he scores 6 points. But the impact that he had, like when he started really playing up on KD, got a couple steals.
I said that defensively, he's going to be key for him.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm not talking about he's going to replace Klay Thompson's scoring ability. You know what I'm saying? Or the points that no. But this is why it's a team game and you need guys like him. And I like what I saw from him.
My question to you is, how are you an inconsistent glue guy? That's all I'm trying to say. How you gonna score? Because you just said there's gonna be some nights he's gonna score 30. There's gonna be some nights he scores 6. So he's inconsistent with his contribution.
But that's what glue guys do.
That's why glue guys are consistent.
No, wait.
Glue guys are like Lou Williams.
Lou Williams gonna win some games and lose some.
But what is consistent with glue is that it always gives you effort. It's always gonna hold together. So whatever that team needs that night, that person's going to give them that. Sometimes it's 30 points. Sometimes it's 7 rebounds. Sometimes it's 3 steals.
I'm telling you this right now. It's like you said, the first thing you called out was this team looks like Curry dependent. Mm-hmm. If it's Steph Curry dependent, that means they ain't scoring that many points. Klay Thompson ain't coming back. Draymond can't shoot for shit. Wiseman is still learning how to play in the professional league in general. So you're going to have to score. Ain't no 6 points gonna get you the dub. Like this team ain't winning for over 40 points. So you're about to make me say 35, but I'm gonna stick for it because I respect.
But look, I said this preseason. This team is gonna have to win different. What we know Golden State to win they're not gonna win like that. They're gonna have to win ugly games. It's gonna have to be a defensive. They have to be keyed in defensively, and offensively, they just got to move the ball. But dudes got to be hungry. They got to understand when and where to be aggressive. That's the issue. That's why I said they're very Steph Curry dependent right now. Because they look good aesthetically, but they're not efficient just yet. Let these guys, it looks like a brand new team. Let them mesh. They need a little bit of time. It's not just gonna be game one. Oh, okay, this is the old Golden State. No, we got to give it a little bit of time. You got to see. It's just like when you're evaluating players, right? Like you see glimpses. I saw certain things that I really liked. That if they build upon that, by the end of the season, they should be a playoff team, and it's going to be a playoff team you really don't want to play because you know it's going to be gritty, grimy. They have to play defense first. Look at the guys that they have. Their best players outside, not named Steph Curry. You talking about Draymond, defensive guy, Pascal, defensive guy, James Wiseman, defensive guy. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they have to win. So come on, man. Like y'all, come on, Nick.
I agree with what
Nick.
you're saying for the most part, FIFA, except for the Oubre thing. Like I said, the man, if you shooting 0 for 6 from 3 for 14, that's not glue to me. That's a horrible night, and that's not going to be every night. I was gonna say it's not going to be every night, but I didn't like I said, I didn't watch the whole game, but what I saw, I thought he was doing okay when I saw him, but that ain't it. Not with this stat line. That's not going to get it done. He's going to have to start making some shots.
Did you see him at all play at all when he was with Phoenix, Shelton?
Yeah, I remember Oubre even from Kansas days, and he can ball pretty good. Like Oubre is a good player. It's just how will it translate? You know what I'm saying? Like FIFO said, it'll be interesting to see the mix. Is he going to buy into it defensively? Is he going to do those things consistently that they need for him to do? Same thing with James Wiggins. I mean, Wiggins is not
Andrew Wiggins. Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah, true.
Who bring better than Wiggins?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He gonna have to wake up. If he don't do something, there ain't gonna be nothing. He's just a body out there.
I'm trying to figure out where they get these points from outside of Steph. Because they don't need a second scorer. That was the whole point. That's the whole reason why this whole Klay Thompson shit is big. Because he was their second scorer. He's their number 2 option. He can get you 30 any night. He can get you 40 some nights. But if those points aren't there, then like Steph can't get you 50 every night. That's impossible.
You got to win different. You got to be able to convert good defensive possessions into easy buckets.
This ain't gonna be no good defensive team, bro. It's too many young guys.
Nah. What do you mean? There's only one young guy.
I'm talking. There's a lot of this whole team is filled with some young guys.
Kelly Oubre is a veteran. Wiggins is a veteran. They're 6-7 years in.
How long Oubre been in a year?
6-7 years now.
Yeah, he's been in for a minute. He started out at Washington.
Has it been that long?
Mm-hmm.
I thought he was under 5 years.
Yeah, I think he played like 3 years in Washington, I think, before he went to Phoenix.
And he played 2 years in Phoenix.
But we can look it up. Let's see.
Look it up.
Yeah, he was drafted in 2015.
Yeah, this is 7th year.
Yeah. 6-7 years, bro.
Minute, man.
Well, then they're not a team of young guys. They're a team of guys that I don't see that play defense that well.
Oh man! All right.
What's next?
I was gonna blame it on the youth, but I just don't see them as like, oh, this team can be like, oh, this gonna be a lockdown team.
I mean, I would like to see them against somebody else because those guys, the Nets were on fire. Everything was clicking,
and that was their first game playing as a team. Period too.
Yeah, they had a great game though. They were on fire.
They played together in preseason. I watched it.
Yeah,
I'm talking about, but like these are like a few games. This ain't like they've been with like the Warriors had all of the end of last season, right?
No,
or preseason. Preseason. They got
Steph was out of there. Wiggins got there halfway through the season. Kelly Oubre brand new. Draymond was out. Wiseman brand new. What you talking about?
They ain't playing preseason.
Draymond is still out. He's still
but
out.
I'm saying besides Draymond.
I was talking about the Nets. That Nets team, they look that preseason game I saw, that was the same team that I saw in game 1. Mm-hmm. They didn't sit any guys when they played the Warriors. And they torched the Warriors then too. Mm-hmm. Fucking Irvin and Durant gave them all the business.
Yep.
And they gave it to him again. That's why I wasn't surprised by what I saw, because they beat the shit out of them in preseason. The Warriors, the Nets gonna be a problem, y'all.
Yep. I agree.
They are.
I agree. And here's the thing. Like we know that your past follows you, right? We know D'Antoni, we know Steve Nash, and I don't know if y'all knew this. Amari Stoudemire is also on the bench
on
over there
assistant.
as well.
Yeah, yep. I know.
So you already know what they doing. They running Suns 2.0, and they have the roster to do it. When you look at those Phoenix Suns teams where Steve Nash was the MVP, he had nothing but guys that can go get their own shot, grab a rebound, push the ball, make good decisions, finish, shoot, everything around them. Look at what KD and Kyrie have around them right now. And if they buy into moving the ball the way that they did, that's a major problem. And then here's the other thing too, why I told you I like Steve Nash as a coach when they hired him.
The new Luke Walton.
Look at No, he's not. Get out of here, Ken. Get out of here, Ken. Luke Walton was not an MVP. Don't be disrespectful.
He's the Canadian David Black.
Hell no. And you being disrespectful. Get out of here, man.
Bro, he gonna ride this superpower team to coaching success, and people gonna think
I told you.
Hey,
that's Steve Kerr.
Are you looking? You about to talk about the Jason Tatum shot? B?
Yeah. Jason Tatum, bust your boy's ass, Nick.
Can we come back to this game when we done with this?
Yeah, we are.
I need to get off my chest.
This has been the game of the night. I don't know what game's going to talk.
Things I need to get off my chest.
Go ahead, Ken. Go ahead, brother.
No. Go ahead, FIFO. But yeah, Tatum, that was a hell of a shot.
You know, when you had fun like the way that the Phoenix Suns had fun, you remember all of those plays that D'Antoni instilled. And as a player, sometimes you modify those plays right there on the court. They're going to run everything that they did and run modified versions because of who KD and Kyrie are. So I'm telling you, like, if they buy in and we see what they're doing throughout the season, this is a very scary team. Because what do we know about Kyrie? He is a ball-dominant scoring machine. KD is a Swiss Army knife. However you need him to score, he's going to score efficiently. But if those two guys buy into playing how they've been playing throughout the preseason and this very first game, very scary team. I think that they might be the best team in the East.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think no one denies you. I mean, with you on that. KD, it's just KD.
The only thing that concerns me is just the media attention, man. They just
It's New York, though. Of course they're going to get that.
They in New York,
I know they can't. They just that interview he did, KD did on Inside the NBA, Kyrie and his war with the media. That those type of things can cause distractions and can unravel, a good season. So it's just something to watch.
You talking about where Kyrie brought the incense to the arena?
Yeah, I mean, my wife
burning staging
this shit around here, so I'm not tripping off that like a lot of people were. But it's just their war with the media, and you're in Brooklyn. It's going to be a lot of that. So mentally, how will they be able to just deal with all that? Because you can't be out. I mean, you can, but to be out here just giving one word answers and acting all petty and childish and stuff like that. Come on, man. But
you know what though, Ken? This can also be a different. If we can look at it from a different perspective, because this could be exactly like they're creating that chip. You know what I'm saying? Like they're creating that chip on the shoulder, that reason why, and if everybody buys into it, mindset shifts are a major thing. And if they're in the locker room, they're spinning it like, yo, it's us against everybody. F everybody. We out here, we just shut the hell up. We ain't talking. We just gonna be about our business. Let them talk about that. So there is a different perspective, Ken.
Yeah.
But we don't know that locker room. We don't have an insider. Nobody here is one of those guys, but there is a different perspective. So, but I agree with you. Like, let's watch to see how it plays out, because it could be one or the other.
Yeah.
Wow, Giannis just got fouled on the last second shot. And they in the bonus. So if he can make these free throws, it goes to overtime.
Hey man, did y'all see the New Orleans stat line just now? Brandon Ingram had 24. Zion had 15 and 10. Eric Bledsoe had 18, 6 assists. Lonzo had 16, 5 rebounds, and JJ Redick had 23.
Golly.
So they had 5 players in double figures. Steven Adams had 8 and 8.
I like that sign.
That's a deep team too, man.
It is.
That's a really deep team. They mesh. Like all of those skill sets, they fit like a puzzle piece together.
Right.
They really do.
You got scorers, you got shooters, you got athletes, you got bruisers, you got every aspect of the game covered. Lonzo's the passer. So you got everything. You got pretty much everything you need to be successful. That's gonna be a scary team.
Yep.
That's gonna be a scary team.
What D'Angelo do tonight? He go 0 for 15 again.
You mean LaMelo?
Oh, Melo.
Oh yeah, because LaMelo out of there.
Yeah,
Okay.
D'Angelo, he the one that got dropped by the Pistons.
Yes.
Nah,
You get dropped by the Pistons. That gotta humble you.
He went 0 for 5, Kim. No points.
That's okay. He's still growing.
Yeah, definitely, man. I don't look for him to be consistent. He's gonna be the most inconsistent person this whole year.
FIFA gonna make excuses for him for the first 3 years of his career.
James Wiseman went out there and put up 19.
Yeah, he get 1 year. Melo get 1 year.
I told y'all he was gonna miss it.
Damn, nigga, your shit faster than mine.
Because your internet slow as hell.
Oh, my bad,
bro. Your TV slow as hell too.
Hey Nick, you didn't need to see it because I told you what was gonna happen.
Oh my goodness, he missed it. Come on.
Yeah, hey Nick, me and FIFA been telling you this, man. Your boy is on notice. I'm telling you. He's still doing the same shit. He playing with the button.
Giannis sucks.
He had like 3 charges.
Chill out, kid. You can't say that. That don't make no sense.
You can't. You got 35 and 13. You can't suck, man.
You can't be MVP and defensive player.
That's how you score.
I've never said he sucked. I've never said Giannis sucked.
No, I'm talking to Ken. Right?
Ken just said it, B.
Ken just hot. He just want.
Man, I was sitting there watching.
I don't know who he wants for MVP.
This Negro, man. He be stumbling all over his damn stuff.
Ken, he played with the turbo button, dude. I have this. I mean, I know this is one game, but I didn't see like okay, Giannis got a such and such, or like, he doing that. Like, it's still the same Giannis, y'all.
Yep.
Yeah.
He got scared.
It's not going to translate well into playoff ball. If he plays like this, he's going to look at the regular season. It's not going to translate
35 and 13 though. 35 and 13. Chris Middleton had 27 and 14. Damn. With 8 assists.
No, it's Shelton. The playoff ball gonna be different. Giannis ain't gonna be playing like this. You can still shut that down. You can still shut that down and come play.
These fools go, man.
Yeah, like stop looking at the stat line. Like the stat.
Yeah, he's an African Kevin Love.
Yeah, the stat line is say one thing.
All right, Ken, you being disrespectful now. All right,
people know what I'm talking about.
This is supposed to be a pro-black show. You over here talking about your black white man. Come on.
Yeah, no, Giannis don't suck. His game is just not translating. It's not elevating like it should.
Look, here's the thing.
Jason Tatum had a lucky shot. I ain't gonna hold you. He did not mean to bank. He didn't mean to bank that shit.
Giannis does not play championship basketball. Giannis plays basketball. Giannis can dominate the game of basketball easy. Yep. Because look at the physical tool. You're supposed to do that.
Yeah.
But if he was skillful, he'd be Wilt Chamberlain. He's supposed to average 42. He's supposed to hit about 3 or 4 threes a game. He's supposed to have a fadeaway. He's supposed to have a hook shot. He ain't got none of that. He got full court game. When the game slow down, what you gonna go to, bro? B's 1,000,000% right. For all you people that don't understand basketball, he broke it down for you to understand it. Hold the turbo button and play the whole game and see what happens.
Right.
Yeah, you're gonna score some points. Yeah, you're gonna get some rebounds. Yeah, you're gonna play hype. But what happens when you run into that juggernaut that knows exactly what you want to do and they slow it down for you?
So you're saying he has no skill whatsoever?
I'm not saying that he's unskilled. What I'm saying is the skills that win you championships, playing half-court basketball, being able to score when there is a drought of 4 minutes in a game.
Exactly.
And they can go get you the ball, and you are the reason why either a double team happens or you score the ball because of your skill, not because you're 7-something. Because you got a half-court Euro step, because you got to turn around, because you got to up and under. Because you got a drop step. What he ain't got none of that. That's the problem. And look, it was the same problem LeBron James had until he got to Miami and Spoelstra and Riley said, hey, bro, you too big. Get on that block. Learn how to do something. Where'd he go? Hakeem Olajuwon. I'm not saying that LeBron is the biggest or best low post player, but that's a part of his game now. You can give it to him. He can hit a fadeaway. He could make plays because obviously he has IQ and he's unselfish. So he added to his game. Giannis hasn't added to his game. He just got better at what he already does great.
Yeah.
Add to your weaknesses, bro.
Yeah, he
That's
should
his
add something
problem.
every year. He should
And he
add something
hasn't.
every year.
Yeah, he hasn't. What's this, year 7? This year 7 for Giannis now?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Come on, man. You damn near a decade in, bro. Come on. You want to win a championship? If you're really serious about that, then you need to add to your game. We know what you could do great. You could grab 15, 20 rebounds. You could score 30 easy. But can you score when the team needs you to score? Can you force the double team? Bro, I'm guarding this man straight up. I'm not double teaming it. For what? For what? Come on, man. Superstar MVP. Come on. Hey, remember that list I said how many people I take over Giannis? Give me Zion too. Put him on that list.
Nah, he does that. He over here now. You got FIFA
Shit.
on the roll now. He just
Damn.
hot.
Damn, FIFO.
FIFA just saying names now.
People said, give me Giannis.
He
Shit.
said, give me JJ
Zion.
Redick.
Give me Zion.
Zion look like Giannis if we being real.
I haven't watched
What
it.
what you trying to say, kid? What you trying to say? Don't hide behind it.
I'm just saying. I'm just, from what I've seen.
But and Ken, you know what? You're not 100% off, but you know what the difference is? Look at the team around him. What did me and Shelton just agree upon? They have every single thing you need to surround a guy like Zion. They have the shooter, they have the floor spacer, they have the scorer, they have the passer, they have the miniature guy that does a little bit of everything, but he doesn't play small. You got the banger, so he don't always have to bang. They got young guys. Jackson Hayes.
So you saying that Zion doesn't have to grow, but Giannis does have to grow based on the environment they're in?
No, what I'm saying, they're at two different points in their careers, though. Giannis is MVP now. Zion is year 2 and barely played year 1. So my expectation for Zion is not the same for Giannis. Zion still has to grow. We'll see how he adds to his game. But here's the thing.
Right.
But this is the key indicator, though. When you look at Zion's free throw percentage, the man hits free throws. Giannis don't hit Giannis be airballing free throws. Giannis airballs free throws. Zion doesn't. So what that tells me is that Zion has a natural shooting touch. He just has to get better. He has to develop old man game. We'll see. It's yet to be determined. Right?
He got more game than Giannis.
Okay. But I agree at this point in his career, he's very Giannis-like. He's just too damn big, he jumped too high. You can't stop the man. So he plays bully ball all day. But at some point, when he is ready and primed to win championships, he got to be able to post up and have a fadeaway. He got to have a jump hook. He has to be able to score when the game slows down outside of Brandon Ingram. He has to be that second or third option.
Yeah,
in the half court. But that's when they'll play championship basketball. He's not there yet. I can't expect that out of a second-year guy.
No, I'm with you. What y'all superstar Jimmy Butler do tonight?
Did he play?
Oh, okay. I guess we're gonna talk about something else then.
No, I'm about to see. Hold on, you over here, BJ.
He had 19 and 7 assists in a loss to the Orlando Magic.
Man, he's still tired. Y'all ain't want to listen to LeBron when he was at the press conference. Like, look, damn nigga, I thought we just ended the season, and y'all want to jumpstart this bitch back up. They still tired.
He said that last night.
Nah, he said it like I think during the time when the schedule got announced. Like he was like, I'm surprised y'all starting this early. Like we just got done. Like this is the last. These are the last 2 teams that played up until what, a month or 2 ago.
Yeah,
October 11th.
Yeah. Jimmy still
71 days.
standing over that. He's still standing over that podium, tired as hell. He's like, nigga, y'all got me fucked up. Nigga, I'm gonna play against the Orlando Magic like that. He'll be all right.
Yeah, it's been 71 days, which is crazy.
He definitely gonna make the playoffs.
Hey, you RJ Barrett look good, bro.
I know. I'm liking what I saw. I was looking at their preseason. I think they got to steal. I think they got to steal in the draft with the kid from Kentucky, quickly.
Oh, I haven't watched him play.
I think he's one of the steals in the draft because I think he was like a late first round or a second round pick. Like he looked like he could be possibly what we wanted to get out of Frank Ntilikina based on his measurements, but like not by his play, obviously. But I think he could put it together.
So Nick, since you was extreme with the Nets and Warriors game, is there anything you extreme about with the Clippers and Lakers game? Or
Nah, that was more of the same for what I expected. The Lakers don't really always play them for real until it's like closer to the end of the season anyway, when like they got to get playoff mode ready. But I was surprised by Paul George coming out and balling like he did. So a few months too late, but nonetheless.
Why are you surprised? Why are you surprised?
Well, I'm just surprised.
It's the regular season,
I'm
right?
Surprised.
Oh.
Yeah, he gonna ball.
No.
It's regular season. He ain't playoff P yet. He ain't transformed to a bum.
Gotcha.
I'm surprised because I could tell he did that just for us, like the critics.
Man, look.
Like
Man.
you could tell
Paul
we got
George,
to him based off that
come on.
performance.
Let's look at Paul George's resume. Paul George is an all NBA player. He's a first team all defender multiple times. This guy has been a multiple time all-star. He's a 20-point scorer in the NBA, 20 plus points in the NBA for almost a decade now. We know what he is in the regular season. You're surprised? I'm not surprised. This is what he does. Put the bright lights, put the pressure cooker on. What happens? He crumbles. That's the problem. See, look, there's a lot of great players. That's why there's only a handful of superstars. Because in those bright moments, those guys shine. They want it. I could have been 0 for 7. I want that shot. I bet I make it. They have that confidence. And Kyrie, superstar. His play style may not be for everybody. He may be an agitator. But at the end of the day, when the lights are the brightest, I only put Dame above Kyrie as more clutch in the NBA. Kyrie's that guy. KD's that guy. LeBron's that guy. Kawhi's that guy. Then there's everybody else. Obviously, I'm probably not naming a couple people, but then there's everybody else.
But yeah, Melo's in that list.
Once upon a time.
What you mean once upon a time? Nigga, we
we
seen his shots to get them to the playoffs.
You meant Melo Ball?
Just a few months ago. No, ain't nobody talking about that guy. That's the wrong light skin.
Here's my thing. That version of Paul George, what I saw last night, that's the version of Paul George I like watching play. That's the guy that when I watched him in Indy, that was the guy that I liked. But I was curious to see because I be listening to what these guys say, man. They be telling you a lot if you know how to listen. That dude ain't right in the head, bro. He is not right in the head.
We knew that when he said that shit in the bubble.
But it hasn't went anywhere, and that's what I was waiting to see. Like, what are they gonna say? How are they gonna react after the game? Was this game? Did it mean more to them? It clearly seemed like it did. But are they gonna act like they won the championship like they did last year? But in particular, what was Paul George gonna say? And even in the post game, Kawhi said they just told him to be aggressive. And I think, remember that pass he threw to the referee? He had checked out at that point because then the Lakers kind of went on a run. And then knowing him, he's probably thinking about that pass that kind of led him back in the game. But he went on to blame the shoulder surgery. He said that, man, people don't know what it's like to come from 2 shoulder surgeries. All right, valid. But I think he used that last year too. And then he went on to say that he just wanted to be aggressive. Like he was saying all of the media speak and stuff like that. And Shaq said something to him. He was like, "Oh, well, when I say being aggressive, it's not necessarily with my shot. I try to be aggressive in other ways." Like he doesn't know where he fits in yet. He's like uncomfortable in what's going on in the Clippers. Lou is gonna have to do one hell of a job with Paul George mentally. He's gonna have to repair him right here. The game is there. Right here, he's gonna need a lot of work, man. But if he get right, the Clippers are gonna be a problem.
Well, I think the bigger issue with what you're suggesting is time. They ain't got a lot of time for all that shit. This ain't Ayanna come fix my life. This is the fucking Los Angeles Clippers. Like they have Kawhi's last year on his contract is this year, right? Because he only signed like a 2-year deal or a short-term deal for the money to work. Like,
and he
and then
said
they just
he's hitting free agency.
Yep.
so we don't have time to deal with Paul George's shit and whatever happened in his life that where it is now. Like that shit is irrelevant at this point. We're here to win titles. Like they shipped some niggas out who was talking shit.
But it is relevant. But it is relevant. They're there to win titles, but Paul George's mind state is relevant because they need him to win titles. I think the other thing that I thought was interesting when he said when they asked him about the perks and the privileges, and he was like, he just totally just dissed everybody. He was like, well, I mean, basically the guys that put in the work earned it. So if people are uncomfortable with it, then that's on them. It's like, bro, how can you go out and say something like that and in public when that was the source of content all year with Montrez? And it wasn't just Montrez. He's the fall guy. It was a lot of other players too. Lou Will was one. Patrick Beverly was one. It was some other guys there, man. So for him to still carry that type of attitude, that soundbite wasn't good either. So we'll see.
Hey, real quick, man. Freaking Russell Westbrook. Shane ain't lost though. They lost the Sixers tonight. Russell Westbrook, 21 points, 15 assists, 11 rebounds. Triple-double does it again.
That's
Bradley Beal had 31.
Yeah.
Bradley Beal was 31.
I was gonna say that for Nick because Nick said that the Wizards were a better team than Philly. First game.
I said they're gonna win 50, right?
Yeah.
50
that
plus.
means they're gonna lose. That means they're gonna lose 22, right? 21 more to go, right?
I mean, Russell Westbrook. I had that dude play on my team any day, man. That dude goes out and give.
Why do you think I want him on the Knicks?
He go out and give you 150% all day, every day.
You can't. You literally can't pay for him, man. He is worth the ticket. He's worth. I feel like he's one of the few NBA players who is worth paying.
100.
Yeah, he gonna play every game. He gonna give you 150% every time. You know you're not gonna get no slacking from Russell.
So why isn't he a winner though? Like what's stopping him from being more of a winner?
I mean, sometimes if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. The theory is brilliant. Like it is what it is. Sometimes some people just don't.
I mean, yeah, I look at him as just another NBA great that just don't got a championship.
Stop killing me with this. He's not a winner shit.
You know what it is? He's not efficient. So he's a winner.
I did,
but he's not a championship player. He's not a championship player.
You can still be a winner.
What do you win then? What do you win?
You can win games. You can win games. He'll win games because you can't match his effort and his energy and his intensity.
We know what we're talking about, though. We're not talking. No one talks about basketball in that way. Oh, can you win a game or 5? Like, no. When we talk about winners, we talking about titles. We talking about chips. We talking about
we're looking at win percentage.
Oh, this guy won 45 games plus. No, don't give us a fuck. No. Talk about that shit later on.
No, but here's the thing though. Like winning. No, wait. Hold on.
Just like Paul George, just like we talked about Paul George, just like we talked about
Karl Malone, Allen Iverson. Like it's a lot of great players.
Think about
those are great players. We don't look at them as winners.
Yes, we do. Wait, hold on. So you mean to tell me Karl Malone and John Stockton are not winners? Them two, that duo has never missed the playoffs. They never missed the playoffs.
That's not the definition.
That's a winning organization. That's a great organization. What are you talking about? Like,
I've told y'all what my definition of winner is. So
anybody that don't win a title is not a winner.
You don't know them for winning like that. No,
I don't think so. I think you have to come close to
a winner. To me, a winner is a title of like, oh, you won something.
No, you gotta get to the finals.
A great player is
multiple times.
Karl Malone has
been there multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could be a Hall of Famer as a great player. Yeah, that's fine, but you're not known as a winner.
But Nick, like winning is a byproduct of being great. You like the reason why you're great is because you won a lot of games and you put yourself in position to be like to win it.
Okay, that's fine, and that's the definition of a great player in my book, but that's not a winner.
Oh my God! See, you one of these media pundits.
I'm just saying, I'm not a media pundit. I'm just saying, bro. That's the definition. I thought, what are we talking about if you're not winning something? Like, You can win some games. Yeah, you're a great player. You're
my
or a good
thing
player.
So Jerry West never won a championship, right?
He's in the record books. He's known as a
won.
player.
I think he was 1 for 9. He 1 for 9 in the finals.
1 for 9.
Something like that.
People, my thing is the 9.
And he on the logo. If he ain't won a title, he ain't the logo.
The 9 is what speaks volumes for me. I'm looking for a championship contender. I don't think anybody's scared of Russell Westbrook. I mean, he's a stat stuffer, and that's what he does best. He has a high motor. He's a stat stuffer, but does he make a difference in the game to where wins and losses are concerned more than anybody else? I don't see it.
Yes.
Can he win you the big game? You say he's a winner. Can he win you the big game?
No, because he's not efficient, and because of that intensity, sometimes sometimes you can have too much of a good thing, and that's his issue. He's too intense. He's too reckless. Like when you allow Ricky Rubio as a starting point guard and the MVP of this league, Ricky Rubio to get in your head for you to just go at him, it's bigger than him. Who the hell is Ricky Rubio to you? And Rubio took him out of the game mentally. Dame Lillard has ousted Russell Westbrook how many times in the playoffs? Because Dame Lillard is calculated, inefficient, and clutch. Neither one of those apply to Russell Westbrook. But Russell Westbrook gets you a lot of games. Russell Westbrook is a superstar because by himself, he's proven, I'll get you to the playoffs in the West, bro.
Right.
He's great. He's a superstar. Yes, you could build around him. Again, another agitator is he, it is what it is, but he's a superstar. He's a winner. You don't get to the playoffs multiple years without being considered a winner. You may not win all of it. You may not. It may be your fault. It may be circumstance. It may be injury. It may be matchup. It may be whatever it may be. But at the end of the day, Russell Westbrook is considered a winner, and Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer.
So Melo's not a winner then. So Carmelo's not a winner.
He's a winner in my eyes, Ken. But I couldn't call him a winner.
Come on.
That's all I need to know. That's all I need to know.
Good job, Ken. Way to throw that out there. You know he was gonna say something about that.
Hey, he's a winner. He's a golden star winner in my eyes. All right.
Hey, let me ask y'all something. It's from earlier, but I meant to ask y'all during the segment we were talking about it. But the Nets, I saw it on one of the shows I was watching, but they were asking, should the Nets trade for James Harden? What do y'all think about that?
Absolutely not.
No.
Nobody should trade for James Harden.
There's literally no reason for the Nets to trade for James Harden. They can buy without him.
Because I think didn't Houston say like if they trade him, they want either Kyrie or KD in the deal?
Yeah.
No.
Oh man, they playing.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, they playing.
No.
Yeah, they shut that shit down. Sap.
Yeah.
There's like you better. Yeah, the only time you can go to Brooklyn is if you buy yourself a ticket.
You're right.
He is not worth the trouble, man. Like all this shit he's doing in Houston, man. This shit, it's uncalled for, man.
He over it.
Yeah, he's ruining his reputation to me.
Like all he have to do, Ken, is just talk to the front office behind closed doors. Let them know, like, look, I'm not happy anymore.
That's what I said, B.
I think he already did that. I think he did that,
like,
bro.
and then the front office can be like, okay, well, you know what? We're gonna work on getting you a deal or getting you traded or whatever. But for now, just stick around and just still play ball until we.
What if he did that and they didn't say it in that nice tone?
No, I'm just giving an example. I'm
just saying, like, because I do agree, like, because that sounds like the thing that most respectable superstars would do when they like ready to leave. They'd be like, look let's work something out. Yeah, like let's work something out so we can end this peacefully. But what if management's like, we don't give a fuck about what you're talking about. You're gonna play these games, you're gonna wear that jersey because we still got you on contract for 3 years.
I mean, what you gonna do? You gonna just walk away from that contract, or you just gonna go out there and play ball?
I mean, he gonna have to play
with
ball.
John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins, man.
Yeah, every game I'm on. So Woj said every game he misses, he loses $284,000.
That's what I'm saying.
Bitch.
Like,
man, somebody
just get one of them. You should get one of them.
You showing your ass like that, dude. Like, come on, just yeah.
Because Ken, my biggest thing about athletes is about when they get paid and the shit that that happens after they get paid. $250,000 almost.
That's a lot of money.
Per game.
And it's 72 games.
So you're gonna act the ass and not get paid. Now you up here risking your team for COVID and shit, and they postponing games already, and now I think he got fined $50,000 too. He got fined $50,000. So it's like
how rich are you to where I don't play this basketball game, bro. You get $250,000.
I'm telling you, man.
He ain't getting no COVID stimulus check.
Harden.
No.
I think this is what. Let's just watch what happens from here.
I am. I'm watching.
Because I think Harden fucked up with this one. Because you go out and you do all this shit, you're showing your ass, trying to force your way out or whatever.
Right.
You infect 3 people with COVID. Possibly. We don't know if it was him.
Well, I think DeMarcus
but we do know that 3 Rockets got COVID.
Okay.
And
I know DeMarcus tested negative.
Yeah, they're kind of going back to him. And they had to postpone the game probably because of your actions, which means you're losing money.
Yep.
At that point, them motherfuckers gonna be like, look, bro, you need to get your shit together, and or we're gonna have to start sitting you. And you know, they have these personal conduct policies in these contracts. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So they just haven't pulled it out yet. But I think this was the one where I think some shit's about to happen. And it may not be a trade. Still was mad. Second day, they had no cases last year, nothing. The second day, because this motherfucker want to go out here and act the goddamn fool. And they had to postpone the game. And what are you going to say? I wasn't at a strip club. I was at an event.
Right.
That's what niggas always say. Niggas always say, I was at an event. I was at a birthday party.
Yeah.
Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah, Harden.
We see that glitter on your lips.
Harden, he fucking it up for him, man. He fucking it up for him and the team, for real. And for the league. I mean, hell, not just his team, but just for the league.
Okay, so BL said it wasn't Harden. It was some Kenyon Martin Jr. that gave him COVID.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nick, you saw it good.
Yeah, well, everybody seen that glitter. Well, you can't hide that shit. Everybody know you got to change clothes.
Oh, man.
Lamelo Ball is a bum.
Hey, can't go.
Hey, I was about to
he just like saying that and sitting back in his seat. He just like to see what FIFA gonna say every week.
He do.
I was gonna try to flip it to B's Pistons or something. I was gonna take it anywhere but that.
Oh, they lost.
You know why?
I don't expect them to win a lot this year.
Okay, I'm really not gonna entertain that, and the reason being is because his daddy, even though he's been more quiet than ever, still painted that target on him, and everybody's gonna go at him. Because if LaMelo would have came out here jacking up 30 shots a game, somebody would have said something. If he's letting the game come to him and he doesn't score, maybe he only takes 4 or 5 shots, just trying to be a team guy, not kind of, hey, I'm LaMelo, I'm the number 3 pick, I'm in here, and just trying to really just figure it out and be really a pro. You got guys like you that just gonna call that out for no reason just because you want to be an ass. That's cool. That's cool. Because either way, he was gonna get flat. But I think the way that he's playing and how he's taking control of his career, not listening to his 100% to his dad, signing with Puma, being a team guy, saying, hey, bro, I'd rather get 10 rebounds and 5 assists than score 30 points. You guys are professionals.
Well, you know what?
That's
Charlotte's really going to have to make a move, though, because they're guard dominant right now. With their backcourt, they actually got 3 point guards playing in the backcourt. And the other 2 are taking up, 15 to 20 shots a game between the 2. So you got to get rid of one of them. And I love Graham. Vontae Graham is an amazing player. He's really showing his butt, man. And he's playing some ball. I watched him in the preseason. He was hitting everything. Every time he shot it. He reminded me. Speaking of Dame, that dude right there was kind of playing like that to me early in the preseason. But Terry's there, and Terry's the one with all the money. So it's kind of like a Philly situation in football, where one guy got all the money, the other guy's making all the plays. But they got to move Terry Rozier somewhere. Once he figured it out and get ball on the court more, because he's gonna need to play.
MJ is just, man, I keep on trying to, savor some hope for him, but he just be making some badass basketball moves, bro. Like,
well, in this case,
why do you have all them point guards? He got a bunch of mid point guards.
Well, in this case, I don't think it was so much of a bad move. I think getting Terry Rozier was not bad. Nobody expected Graham to play like he's playing. Nobody expected that. And like I said, his shooting has been out of this world. This dude is creating his own shot. He making some crazy. He's forcing them to play him. I mean, we're talking about a guy. I watched him when he first got to the league. I watched him at Kansas too. Another Kansas player. Kansas, he was good. Shout out to my brother. That's his squad. He when he got to the league, he barely got on the court. But I just remember one game he filled in when Terry Rozier was hurt, and the guy played ball, and he never stopped from that point. I think he scored like 18 in that first game I watched him play. And after that, he just never slowed down. So I think that's what forced Jordan's hand. And now he got he has an influx of point guards. They had to sign Melo because it's the biggest name on the board. They needed a name. So they really had no choice.
So but you know what forced them even looking at Graham and bringing him onto the roster was the failed success of Malik Monk. If Malik was the guy, they would have never went after a guy like Devontae Graham and taken a flyer and hit. You know, that's really what he was. That's what Devontae Graham is. And man, I think Malik Monk is the other guy that they got to get rid of too. Because he just doesn't make any type of roster sense at this point either.
He was sitting at the end of the bench. Anyway, he's one of those guys. Just like, but you're right. There's been a couple players though. Like you look at, I hated the Malik Monk pick because he was too small and not athletic enough. He could shoot, but he wasn't much.
And not a point. But here's the thing though, right? Like he's not an elite shooter. He's not an elite defender. He's not an elite playmaker. What is he elite at? He's just average or good at a lot of things.
Yeah, and he's 6'3", so it's like it just didn't make much sense to draft him that high. They were trying to say he was a steal, but I'm like, I don't see it. I mean, he had a great college career. That little bit of time.
Was still on the roster too, right?
Who's that?
Kemba was still on the roster.
He keep drafting these fucking point guards. Like what are you doing?
Malik Monk was supposed to be a 2. When he came in, he was actually supposed to be a scorer.
But he 5'2". He's too short for that position.
Yeah,
but you can't start a 6 foot point guard and a 6'3" shooting guard. Like no, like this is positionless basketball. You got guys like Ben Simmons 6'10" bringing up the ball. Who's gonna guard him on that squad?
And see, right now, that team is starting 6'2" point guards in the backcourt because you got Devontae Graham and Terry Rozier both starting together. Because, like I said, you got to play Devontae. You have no choice, but you don't have that size. That's why I say to get rid of Terry Rozier, you can play him next to Melo, and hopefully Melo can guard a 2 guard good enough to where at least you can stay in the game until he figures it out. But they're going to have to make a move. You look at some of those moves like drafting Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. I'm like, man, this dude was garbage. Like, he can't shoot. Once again, he's a tweener. He was a 3 that couldn't shoot. Like, what sense does that make? And you had Nicholas Batum making a lot of money, and he was a shell of himself in Portland. I don't really mind the Hayward draft. I mean, the Hayward signing, if he can get healthy. Other than that, I think that's not bad because you got to use the money, and ain't too many free agents gonna come there. You got to spend the money. You can't sit there on that cash. So
and he fits the roster.
Yeah, he does.
He's a wing player with size that can compete on both ends of the court, and they don't have that outside of him at an even above average level. So that's why I agree with you. It's a good signing. Not great, but again, in that market, in this free agency class, and also again, like my biggest thing is the financials behind the Gordon Hayward move, because when you start having to pay guys like LaMelo and Graham and guys like that, like his contract will be up. You didn't sign him to 6-7 years. Like it's nothing crazy. You're not committed too long. You're committed for this guy to be your veteran presence leader. And a guy that I think at this point in his career, as LaMelo grows, is like, hey, bro, this is your squad. I'm just here to help. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to teach you how to study. I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'm going to teach you how to be a pro. He's a pro's pro, and now he's been around the league. He's been through injury. He's been through adversity, so that for a lot of reasons, I like the Gordon Hayward move. So I agree with you, Shelton.
And the only other thing I want to say about Charlotte is Ken is wrong. Melo is not trash. He's not garbage. He's just super raw. You taking a player, basically.
Go ahead. Finish.
He's just extremely raw, man. He has flashes. He shows that he can do it. He shows he belongs. He does belong. It's just gonna take him a second. Now, Now, Ken, I will say this: he has the potential to be a bust if he does not develop, if he doesn't work on his game, if he sits back on the fact that he's already made it and don't go hard. But if he play with a chip on his shoulder and keep working at it and get better, this guy's he's gonna be a lot more. He's gonna be one of the most improved players in a couple of years.
He
3 to 5.
He did make some good passes. Yeah, I give him that. He did make some pretty good passes. Some of the ones that I've seen, because shit, really, all thing we haven't seen score, and the only thing we can see is passes from him, passes and rebounds. But
there was one game he hit 3 threes, Ken.
Yeah,
there was one game.
He said 3 threes.
That's not a lot.
Oh, boy.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying, that's one game. You just
but
said one game.
That's not what they sold us, man. They didn't sell us that he was going to be this raw prospect coming in. They sold us that he was ready.
Though.
When?
They said he was number one. They said he was number one overall.
Yes.
They did say he was number one overall pick, but we all know that that's based off potential, not where you are.
Nah, man, they said this dude was ready, bro. That he was
ready
to score and do all the shit.
No. Ready means that you can compete at this level.
Come on,
at this age.
You pulling the Nick 19.
Nah, this is what I was arguing about. Y'all be having different definitions of shit. So I'm just sitting back and listen. I'm sitting back and listen.
So you're saying that I have not been consistent?
You, like, when you say your food is ready, FIFA, does that mean that you have to prepare some more, or you still can you eat?
Whoa. Hold on. Name me one 18 or 19-year-old that was really ready for the league outside of Carmelo and
Why
LeBron.
do you always do that? Why do you take away the names that I'm going to use?
Kevin Garnett.
For your argument.
Kevin Garnett wasn't ready.
Kevin
Garnett wasn't ready. Kevin Garnett had to grow.
Kevin Garnett looked better than goddamn Melo. Fucking Eddie Curry and damn Tyson Chandler look better than goddamn Melo.
Dwight Howard.
Kevin was real raw.
Get out of here, Ken. And you know what? Look, I slightly disagree with Shelton. It's not that he's raw. I think that in the situation that he's in currently, LaMelo isn't trying to step on toes. LaMelo is a
what toes that
natural-born
step on Charlotte?
Let him finish.
What toes that step on Charlotte? We talking about Malik Monk, Terry Rozier?
How much does Terry Rozier get paid?
T-Mac is another
salary.
T-Mac.
No. Money is a major thing in the league, bro. What are you talking about? There is a hierarchy.
He only getting paid like 35, 40 million. Ain't like he getting paid something crazy.
Now you gonna
he sound like a 3-year, 35, 40 million deal. It wasn't nothing big.
Don't want to step on toes.
That's what I'm saying. What toes is in Charlotte?
Come on.
I'm hearing it all tonight.
What do you mean?
Averaged 10 points his rookie year, Ken.
Who?
Thank you. KG, not ready.
And Melo's not going to even come close to that.
He said they gonna go close.
Okay.
Melo might average 10, but I over under, I think he'll be between 8 and 12.
Nah, Ken, this is what's gonna happen. Melo gonna average 5, 5, and 5, and then FIFA gonna say this is why he's the glue. But speaking of, we was talking about the Clippers, the Lakers. There was a surprise signing that I saw this week with what's his name, Kuzma, getting that 3-year extension.
That's not a surprise. Come on, man.
I didn't know they had that much money left out.
They have his bird rights. Look, man, you got to understand what the hell you talking about if you want to talk about it. You can go over the salary cap.
FIFA, he been drinking his Prosecco over there. I see the glass. He feeling himself tonight. Go ahead, say something.
I always feel myself. Come on, man.
Got chains out and shit.
Hey, they always out. The chains is always out. You know what I'm saying? Why do you think the name is 24/7, baby? It's all day, every day. But look, real talk though. So who the hell was we just talking about? I sure did. Y'all think we for a loop. Who was we just talking about?
Kuzma.
Kuzma. So look. I think that the Lakers want to be loyal to Kuz, and I think Kuz wants to be loyal to the Lakers. But at the end of the day, this is business. Now, Kuzma this season so far, especially in the preseason, he looked like, okay, he figured out what his role is for this squad. So he was attacking in the ways that he needed to attack. It looks like that whole championship run really got his perspective right. But what this does is that it levels the playing field in the marketplace. when they were talking about potentially trading Kuzma, you would have to get rid of 2 or 3 other veterans to make the money up. Kuzma had the talent, which is why you're going to make the move, but the money didn't match the talent. Now the money matches more so the talent. So now it gives them flexibility. If Kuzma plays good, cool. We got him on the contract. He's our guy. He's a Laker lifer, hopefully, maybe. Or, damn, Kuz, you suck ass again. The Clippers are starting to pick it up. Hey, what's out there? Let's make a move. And it makes sense financially. That's what this is.
Yep. Hey, well, you know who they need to sit down? They need to sit down White Boy Rick, and they need to play Taylor Horton Tucker.
Yes, they do.
Caruso, a.k.a. White Boy Rick, need to sit down. Play Horton Tucker. That kid is nice, bro.
Caruso brings the white man to the games. They ain't gonna sit him down.
Oh my God!
You know what THT's wingspan is?
7'1".
This man 6'3", 6'4". How in the hell you got a 7'1" wingspan? Do you understand what type of defensive like that's unfair? If I'm a point guard going against him, he could literally just do this and do you know how many dribbles it's gonna take to just get around the arm? Bro, that's super unfair. And
I know that's dangerous because anytime a nigga can scratch his knee while standing up straight, that's a dangerous nigga. That's a dangerous nigga.
It is. He is. 100. I agree, Nick.
Taylor, man. Taylor, whatever. I don't know. They found one in that one. Apparently, LeBron knew about it.
You know, LeBron gonna take credit.
Yeah, he saw him at.
LeBron, he trying to add to his legacy. Everybody who around him get better.
I guess, but it's just something when he's on the court, man. And I watched like 2 or 3 of their preseason games.
Him and Schroeder gonna be a nice addition for the Lakers too.
Yeah, but he got to get himself under control because they could have won that game, but he got a little ahead of himself.
Yeah, he's kind of been always like that, but at least he's a guy that can go out and get his own buckets. Though they need someone else that can go out there and get their own buckets.
Yep. And he can shoot. He can catch and shoot. Which you know, if you're gonna play alongside LeBron, you got to be able to do that at a pretty good level.
Do that. Yeah. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What was I about to say? Are y'all watching this Suns game right now? Phoenix versus Dallas.
What channel is it on?
What channel is it on?
It's on ESPN.
I was watching Denver. Ken, I was gonna let you know that your boy got 10 at half. What is his name?
MPJ or Bobo?
Ken's boy.
Millsap.
Oh, you talking about Millsap?
Yeah. Yes.
No, I was gonna ask. So are the Lakers the favorite still?
Yeah.
Whenever you got LeBron, you know that's pretty much he gonna coast through the regular season and just wait for playoffs. I mean, you know, whenever you got Brown on your team, you hell, we've seen this in the last decade. I mean, you're gonna have a shot of getting to the finals with Brown there.
Mm-hmm.
Long as he's 100% healthy. The year that Brown wasn't healthy, they was a 3-4 seed before he got injured, and they didn't make the playoffs when he went down. Now look what happened. Literally the next year they won a championship. So yeah, Lakers they're going to be the favorite just because they're the returning champs. You got Brown on your team, so you know unless a catastrophic injury happens, Lakers going to be the favorite.
For right now, yeah. I mean, the way they just turned it on. I mean, they play like shit.
They play like shit, and they still like barely lost.
Right.
Clippers played a damn good game. Like a damn good game.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Lakers.
I mean, LeBron turned his back and started talking to the Clippers bench and talking to Tyrone.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He is coasting. Like I said in the chat, he's been coasting in the regular season since like 2015, dude. Like he knows when to cut it on. So once he just gonna coast through this 72 game regular season and stuff. Chill out. He gonna rest some games. He's definitely gonna be on load management this season. And then guess what? Come playoff, you know, if anybody that deserves to take load management, it's LeBron James.
100, 1 million.
Like, this man has played. He's probably played so many damn playoff games. His playoff games alone is an additional like 6 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Like on top of what he's already playing. This man has played 18 years.
Plus Olympics.
Yeah. So if this man
he hasn't missed one.
Yeah, if he want to load management, LeBron, you earn that right, dude. Go ahead and play 30 games this year if you want to this season. If you want to, you earn that right.
You know, remember when?
Yeah, over everybody else. Hands down.
You remember when we was watching the Michael Jordan documentary? And they got to the point where I can't remember who it was, but he was explaining how Jordan just started to see the game and he could just control the game, manipulate the time, score, possession.
The repeat, 92 season when they beat the Blazers that season. Yes,
LeBron's been there for almost a decade now.
Yeah,
at that level.
At that level, yeah.
Look, I can control it. Yeah, we lost this game. We should have won. Cool. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay. We're getting closer to the playoffs. This one mattered. We should have won this one. All right, cool. Next one we won. And we saw that's how last season went, right? Like they lost to the Clippers early. They lost to the Bucks early. But what happened once they got their stride and LeBron started to control everything in the game? They beat those teams, en route to a championship. So LeBron, come on, man. Like I don't understand why people still don't have benefit of the doubt for LeBron. LeBron is gonna go far. He's gonna make it to the finals. You know what I'm saying? So it really depends on just who's coming out of the East, man.
No, that because he was still leaping. Year 8. This is year 18, dude. This shit is crazy.
Folk. Still chasing folk down.
Hey, you think AD will ever get that heightened sense of awareness when it comes to the game?
Yes.
Yeah.
Playoff basketball, championship basketball, pressure cooker basketball. It makes you better.
You think he learned that a lot this past playoff?
Yes. I think it definitely heightened him, but because of the bubble, it was different. I don't think he got the full experience. You know what I'm saying? The crowd, like you didn't get the full pressure cooker. You know what I'm saying? That thing was on warm. It wasn't cooking, but you felt a little bit. It's playoffs. It's basketball at the end of the day. But hopefully by the end of the season, things will get back to normal. If not this season, maybe next season, because they definitely got a 3-4 year run. Because AD, the more finals he plays in, the better he's gonna be able to pass that torch to be the guy when LeBron is no longer the guy. Because at the end, look, LeBron's year 18. I don't know how much longer he has to play at this level, but AD should be able to take that torch and be like, yo, like I'm the guy now. So he needs these finals, man.
Yeah, and that's why I was asking, because we know about the Denver shot he hit. That was like the beginning of the ascension of AD. And even in the preseason, it was the third preseason game, I think, against the Suns. And it's just like he just turned it on, man, and just snapped. He had like 5 threes in that game. But there was something about his body language and his facial expression, like he felt like the game was easy for him.
Yep.
And so that's why I asked. That's something I'm gonna be looking for to see if we're gonna have a passing of the torch, the way to LeBron moment this season, where LeBron sort of did it last year. It was a lot of grooming, but at the end of the day, LeBron still kind of controlled everything. But is he gonna be like, all right, bro, it's 18 years, like it's really on you to be that guy now? So that's something I'm gonna be looking for this season. Because if he get to that point,
it's gonna be scary.
And then he get like that Kobe, Jordan, LeBron, Dame, Curry like killer mentality.
It's gonna be scary,
nigga.
Yep.
It's gonna be scary with his height and his ability. Yeah, it's gonna be scary.
He's what Giannis is supposed to be. Shoot free throws. Like, come on, Giannis missed 2 free throws to win the game, man. MVP? MVP don't do that. Okay, regardless. If he had 2, he would have missed 2. If he had 3, he would have missed all 3. Are you confident?
LeBron would have missed one of the bitches too.
Yeah, he would have.
Okay, but it would have been in overtime, and LeBron probably would have went off and won that game because he should have made 2. We know that. Benefit of the doubt. 4-time champion. What Giannis do? Yeah, I'll wait for it.
Right, well, you're gonna be waiting for 5
more years. I just want to go play with his friends just yet, but we'll see.
5 more years
doesn't matter. But LeBron's always been the reason.
Check. That's why he took his ass back to Milwaukee.
Ken, you would have signed that damn check too. You don't
I
care.
sure would have.
I don't give a damn what anybody.
Sure would have.
Would have moved to Milwaukee if they offer you that much money.
He would
Not
have been
that
a fool.
money.
Yeah.
You know why I slightly disagree, Ken? Only because the NBA is different than football. If Giannis would have had an Achilles, an ACL, or anything, somebody still would have gave him the max, just like they did KD. He's young enough. It's not like if Giannis was like 32, 33 now, it'd have been a wrap. Like he would have been like DeMarcus Cousins. He would have been like Isaiah Thomas. But Giannis is what, like 26, 27?
Yeah.
Prime
Yeah,
years.
like
He's still
prime years.
he's a year younger than me. Like he's 26.
Yeah. So yeah, any team would have signed him to the max with injury at this age. Yeah, that's not an issue.
Are we gonna make much of what happened tonight with the Hawks? Trey went off for 37, but they beat the Bulls. That's not saying much.
I mean, it's not saying much, but that's still a good. That's 37 is 37.
And they played without 5 players tonight. I was impressed with what I saw.
What are I know we got to do like a full official like NBA preview show, but what are, since it is the hometown, what are like the expectations for the Hawks this season?
Playoff team.
Yeah, 8-7 seed. Playoff.
I think they could be higher.
I don't care about the seeding. They just got to make the playoffs. You start from there.
100.
The time is now, huh?
Yes, 100%.
At this point.
Look,
because the pieces that they added and everything, like I want to see what this coach. I hope this coach can kind of.
Boy Pierce.
Yeah, I hope he can put these boys together and get them in the playoffs. I think that would be great experience for this young team. This is a very young team, which is why I think they got the veteran pieces that they got, which was good. I think Rondo would be great locker room presence for Trae Young, and
the rest of those guys, that's that second unit because of the veteran additions, a lot of them are starting. So the younger guys are more so going to play with Rondo. We know Rondo's not a scorer; he's an assist guy, and they got firepower off that bench. And I think that the one of the guys that I didn't name for most improved player could be Cam Reddish. I don't know if y'all been
I was
watching.
about to ask, what about what's the word on Reddish? Because I don't think we didn't see him much last year.
Yeah, Reddish started picking it up toward the second half of the season. You know, that rookie first half is always, you got to figure out the league. And then once you figure it out, you can kind of settle in. And what I said at the beginning of the season was, I love the veteran signings because it puts good pressure on these young guys to play for minutes. Because when you see Bogdan come, when you see Danilo come, when you see Rondo come, it's like, oh, okay, that's 3 wing guys. I'm a wing guy. So how many minutes am I going to play? You still got Kevin Huerter. You know what I'm saying? You got the other guy that got drafted with Cam. You're like, they got a plethora of wing guys. So if you want to play, you're gonna have to up your game. And I think Cam is taking on that challenge. I think the last preseason game I watched, he had 18 points, but he only took like 8 or 9 shots. So I think he was like 6 out of 8, 6 out of 9. And he hit like 3 threes that game. So if his efficiency can get to that point, man, the Hawks are, I've been saying it, I love what the Hawks have been doing it. It started with the Trae Young move. They drafted well. John Collins has ascended. They made the right move in getting Clint Capella. They signed the right veterans when you still got a whole bunch of rookie contracts on the roster. This is how you build a team. This is exactly how you build a team. This year, it's the playoff. Next year is winning a series or two. And by that 3rd to 5th year of all of these young guys, you should be competing.
I think
you've been there, done that.
I think it's really going to come down to how they manage those minutes. They got a lot of players. They do. They got a lot of talent on that team, but finding minutes and consistency is going to be the key. Developing a true rotation is going to be important because you're not going to be able to play 15 players a night. And they run 15 deep. But all those players are not going to be able to play every night at a high level and get it done. So you got to figure out how you're going to use who and where to use them. Cam Reddish, coming from Duke with RJ, he didn't know who he was at Duke. So coming to the league, we didn't know what Cam was. We knew he was supposed to be this, but he never developed, even in college, to be what he was supposed to be. So going pro, I thought he came out a little too early myself. If he had stayed in college another year, I think he would be a little bit more developed and come out a little bit stronger. But it's going to take a little bit for him to get where we think he should be. I don't think it's going to be this year. I don't think he's going to be there. And the only reason I say that is not for his talent, but for the fact that he has continued for minutes. Even though he did start tonight, he got all those other guys around him that's going to be contending for the same minutes that he's going to get. So it's going to be tough for him to step up and be a leader at this point.
I agree. Like, it's not his team. He's not even the second best player or nothing like that. But I think that for Cam this year, because we know, like you said, we know the talent is there. The offensive talent, the man is. They said that he grew to almost 7 feet.
Wow.
And he has a 7. Yeah, he's still growing. Long guy, has the skill set. I think this year is about consistency and not at obviously an all-star level, which is 45% field goal, not 85 and above at the free throw. I'm not putting those expectations on him, right, in terms of being a legit starter, rotational player in the NBA. But this year, his averages, they have to jump, and it has to be more consistent. That's what year 2 needs to be for Cam Reddish. He needs to figure out more so how he can attack and how he works himself in being the guy. Because when you look at this roster long term, he should be one of those pieces that they keep. They can't keep them all. You can't pay everybody. But he should be one of those pieces that like, hey, bro, Hunter, we got to make a decision on him. But Cam, he's an untouchable. That's where his skill set is. That's where he should be. So this is I think that first year where he has to show consistency. Even Hunter, he's showing consistency. He's being more aggressive in shooting from the 3 and understanding when and where to attack. So that's what all these, even Huter is like dribbling and pulling up.
Yeah.
Off the dribble.
Yeah.
So all of these, and that's why I said signing these particular veterans, because these are like older versions of the guys that they got. So not only can you learn from the guys that have a similar type of game like you, but they're going to get minutes because they've been there, done that. Danilo is a 15 to 18 point scorer no matter who he plays for. You know what I'm saying? Rondo is a point guard's point guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you're going to learn a lot, but this is good pressure. You want to play, you got to up your game. That rookie stuff is over now. Huter, you're year 3 now. You know what I'm saying? Or what is it? Year 2, year 3?
I think
year
it's
3.
3.
He's year 3. So he got to make the jump. And I've been seeing him. So I like what they have. And like everybody said, playoffs. They got to get that experience. They got to get waxed. I don't know who's going to wax them, but they got to get waxed. It's just part of the process. But they got to pay John Collins. I don't want to see him walk. I think he's very key to what they're doing.
They ain't got to pay him, but I see why you don't want him to walk. They got Clint Capella. They took on Clint Capella for a reason.
But Clint Capella don't do what John Collins do.
Yeah, they're different players. Clint Capella is a defensive center. John Collins is a scoring 4. Face up.
I thought you were going to talk about that other guy they drafted. His last name starts with an O.
Okongwu.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that's who you were going to talk about.
Well, no, I'm saying I was only saying that I didn't realize I forgot about that kid, but I was only saying that because they got options. That's all I'm saying. So it depends. It depends on what he's saying at the negotiation table for them to be like, all right, we'll sign you, or like,
he want him out.
Capella.
He was out tonight too. He was out. Clint Capella was out. Rondo was out. Tony Snell was out. There was one other player out tonight too.
Capella ain't shit no more.
Well, he never really was.
He'll be all right with Trae Young. Trae Young gonna have that man damn near a double-double. That's what Trae Young does. And here's the thing, John Collins, if you look at his numbers, he has max money numbers. He's damn near a 2010 guy.
He'll ball.
That's max money in this market. And if the Hawks don't give it to him, somebody gonna come damn near close to giving it to him, if not giving it to him. So it's tough, man. The Hawks have good problems. You got a lot of talent, but you ain't got enough money for everybody.
That reminds me of something I forgot to talk about as far as I had one more NFL topic. Vivo, you said good problems to have. Could you say the same about the Pittsburgh Steelers?
What do you mean?
Because I feel like for them to win as many games as they did, they won 11 games, right? That's good in anybody's book, especially on a team that people never really figured out as far as what's the real talent. But it seems like Big Ben is the biggest issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ken, you was calling it out in the chat Monday night.
Yeah, you did.
If they replace Big Ben with someone like if they get somebody in the draft, like not just, obviously this is super optimistic, but like Herbert, get a QB like Herbert. If they find somebody like that, will they be able to compete, or is it bigger than that?
Nah, the quarterback is the issue, and we've known that to a degree for the last 3 to 5 years. We've known that Big Ben has been slowing down, but when you're great, your drop off isn't typically historic. Like it's not, oh, you're great one day and then you're just like bottom of the barrel. Like there's a descension, and he's just getting toward the bottom of that descension where he's still good enough on certain nights. He's Ben Roethlisberger, but some nights it's like, ooh, he look, he can't shake off guys the way he used to. I think a guy like Carson Wentz can come in and do some things with that type of roster and defense and
That's
offensive guys on the outside. I think Carson Wentz is a guy. Sam Darnold. They're gonna have the second pick in the draft. Sam Darnold is another guy that you could possibly go after, and he's on a rookie deal, so that's even easier. That's sweeter. Matt Ryan. The Falcons need to move on from Matt Ryan. And obviously the Pittsburgh Steelers are in a win now mode. They have the head coach, they have the organization, they have the defense, they have everything. You know what I'm saying? You instill Matt Ryan at this point, it's like turning back the hands of time on Ben Roethlisberger 3 to 5 years ago. I think you still compete. So I think they have options. I just think it depends on how creative they want to get.
So let me ask y'all this about that though, because I had the same argument with my friends and people on Facebook because I posted that. I said Carson Wentz is going to be in Pittsburgh next year. My question to y'all is the pushback I got was Ben wants to play another year. So because it's Ben, he's going to be there. I don't think he has that option. Do you?
Nope.
I think he does.
It's just like Brett Favre. No, it's just like Brett Favre. Oh, you want to play? You could go to the Jets, bro.
Nah, but it wasn't that simple. It was never, especially with Brett Favre, it wasn't that simple. I'm not saying it. They literally told him, "Tell us what you're going to do, so we can make moves." Like he had them by the balls for some reason, because it was Brett Favre, and I feel like with Big Ben, it's like the last 2 titles you think about with Pittsburgh, he's a part of it. So,
he gotta save his job during this stretch and in the playoffs, because if he continues to decline, he out of there.
If they lose the division title, like because they got this game against Indy, and then I think they faced the Browns for the last game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
If they lose to the Browns and the Browns end up going on a 2-game run to win the division, then yeah, he's out.
There's nothing I've seen from the Pittsburgh Steelers that tells me that they can win any of these last 2 games.
I don't think they're going. Even if they do win the division, I don't think they're going to win a playoff game.
I agree.
And I've been high on Pittsburgh, but I knew it was kind of like one of those situations that could go left in a minute. So
it's volatile. It's not stable. It's not a stable situation.
A lot of injuries. The injuries have hurt them, and the offensive coordinator. Who the hell is the offensive coordinator? Because he's calling bad games too. And I don't know if he's calling bad games because of Big Ben's limitations. But this shit is bad, man. It's terrible.
And you're right. The injuries. This team has had the most ridiculous injuries I could think of. I've never seen nothing like it, where every other play somebody's going down. I mean,
Philly's the only other team.
It was even worse than Philly, though. That I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm not saying it ain't. I'm not saying it ain't. I'm just saying the only other team that comes to mind is Philly like that.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's like every week is like, damn.
Yeah, I'm like,
the Steelers. The Steelers OC, I think, is Randy Fitchner.
I never heard of him in my life.
He's been there since 2018, they said.
That could be a good and bad thing. The one you ain't heard of is because they stay out the way. We see Mike Tomlin all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cam Newton's done, y'all. I just want to get that on record.
Yes, sir. I mean, we've
done in the NFL
it.
or done with the Patriots?
He's done, period, bro. It's over.
I think he's done in the NFL, but I think he stays with the Patriots.
Nah.
I think he ends up being the backup to wherever quarterback they draft.
I just wanted to. I've seen it. I just had to get it on record, make it official for the people watching. And I haven't been on the last couple of weeks, but I'm not buying Jalen Hurts either.
All right, bro. This is why. Why not?
Why not?
It's fool's gold, man. He's still doing the same shit that he did in college. One pump fake, and then he take off running.
Yeah, man, you gotta cut that out. Did you watch that game?
He's a rookie.
I have seen.
Ken, what you expect him to do? To call audibles like Peyton Manning? He's a rookie.
Look at Herbert.
And that's his skill set.
Explain Herbert. Herbert's a rookie.
Herbert, he doesn't have the same skill set as Jalen.
But you can't use him being a rookie and then look at Herbert play. Like those two don't match up. Which one is it?
They're different players in that sense, but the guy's doing what he does best,
which is run all over the goddamn field.
He's running so does Lamar. He's throwing the ball too. Now he threw for over 300 yards in his second start.
Man, it's fool's gold, bro.
And he didn't throw a pick at all.
He's fumbled the ball 7 times.
No, this man threw the ball. Let me see how many.
He has 7 fumbles since he started.
Oh, you said fumbles? Oh, yeah. 7 fumbles since he started. But I mean, that's what he's always done. He's a rookie. He's always done. He's always been careless with the ball. But nonetheless, the man is doing what he needed to do to win. He's done exactly what I told you he would do. He's steady. He controls that team. He makes everybody around him better. That's what he's supposed to do. And they look better for it. They lost that game, but they didn't lose because of him. The
only thing that the difference, not X factor. His legs is the only thing that's saving him right now. That's it.
No,
I mean, it's not saving him if it's a part of the offense.
Not if that man threw for 338 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, had a 102.3 quarterback rating. That dude played a heck of a game.
Isn't he completing like 50% of his passes?
Man, he played. It's more, a little bit more than 50%, but the dude played ball. I mean, these are the same receivers. Last week, a couple weeks ago, we talked about with Carson Wentz how he had nobody. It's the same nobodies he's playing with.
But when he starts scrambling, these guys can easily get open, bro.
That's him extending plays. That's him extending plays. That's what Aaron Rodgers do. That's what Patty do.
It's not. Him running the ball is a part of. I will give you that. Him running the ball is a part of the offense. So it does give Peterson some more, or whoever those see, some more flexibility. But
correct.
I'm just saying we got to stop.
He does not have.
We got to stop dissing. We got to stop dissing the running plays that QBs do these days. Like that's the NFL moving forward. Like we're going to see like Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, all these quarterbacks coming out, and then after them, they're all going to be running with their legs too. That's a part of the offense.
Making Jalen Hurts appear to be better than he is, bro.
No, I mean, but that's what the QB is. Just like we talk about in NBA.
I'm talking about Jalen Hurts.
I'm just
running the ball makes him seem like he's better and playing better than he actually is. He's not playing that good.
The man is making all the throws, though. He's doing, and I hate to bring Lamar into it, but he's doing what we're yet to see Lamar do, which is make all the throws. He's throwing the 15-yard outs. He's throwing deep passes. He's throwing the short intermediate routes. He's finding his tight end. He's doing everything you want a quarterback to do. He can't do no more than what he's doing. Yeah, he scrambles, but he does not have happy feet. So he's not looking to take off every play.
He doesn't have happy feet?
No, he's doing exactly what he has to do.
He's very poised.
Within that offense. That dude is super poised. I'm telling you, man, I can't. He does exactly what I thought he was going to do.
He looked like the same guy from Alabama and Oklahoma, bro.
Nah, which is a winner.
You know what I'm saying? That's what y'all call a winner, right?
Happy feet.
That's a winner.
Yeah, that's a winner. That dude.
He got a title, right?
He those throws. I'm telling you. You can't argue with these numbers, man. And once again, sometimes I look at numbers and I understand that numbers don't tell the whole story. But watching that game, that guy kept them in that game single-handedly. I mean, he making Alshon Jeffrey look like he could play again. And we know Alshon Jeffrey is raggedy. Jalen Reagor made a few plays. You know, he had people making plays all over the field. The game before, Sanders was running the ball like with fresh legs again. Everybody looked good the game before that they won against the Saints. This dude is playing ball. You know, he's doing what it takes to win games.
See that whole Sanders thing, like they didn't run the ball like that when Carson Wentz was in the game. That was documented all year. But they gave them guys a lot of touches this first game, which is cool. Yeah. I'm not knocking it. They should have been doing that all year. Who knows how things would have been?
Well, those big runs he had though was off. They were like those option runs. So he could have kept that, and he ended up giving it to him because everybody was keying on Jalen. That's how Miles that long run up like 70-something yards that he ran. That one, that was because of the quarterback. So
I'm just saying the opportunities were there though. There were increased opportunities that wasn't there before. That's all. Yeah, that's what I was really saying. But like people were talking about the defense played better against the Saints. Oh, they rallied around the defense. That same sorry ass defense showed up last week.
Right. That's what I'm saying. But that's what I kept saying in the chat too. If you think about it, if you change one element of the team, you add one confident, poised person in that quarterback position, you have a totally different looking team now. That team doesn't look so flustered. The defense doesn't look so frustrated, have to get back up off the bench and come right back in after a stupid turnover. It's a different mindset on that team. They believe they can win games now. It's just a different team.
1-1 since he got in there.
Yes, but he's played a heck of a game. He's had 2 great games, and we can't say nothing else about it. I mean, yeah, he's fumbled a couple times, but he had 2 great games.
He threw some picks too. He threw a costly pick in one of those games. But hey, you know.
He has 1 interception this year, 5 touchdowns.
Because he's running because he don't throw the ball. He runs.
He threw for 300 yards the last game.
Fools go, man. I'm telling y'all.
44 passes.
I'm telling y'all, man.
Since you're talking about it, Ken, let's get to these picks, man. Funny you mentioned Jalen Hurts. One of the games I got is Philly at Dallas.
Philly at Dallas. I'm rolling with Philly on this one.
I'm signed with Philly too.
I just can't. It is the quarterback factor. Now it does depend on if Zeke plays or not too, but I don't think he's gonna play. And that's it.
Talk about a fall, man. We got to talk about him one day.
Zeke has fallen off the cliff. Pollard has looked better than Zeke this year.
I'm happy he got paid. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, but he's not making it look good for a lot of other people. You know, because, we'll talk about it one day. I'm going with Dallas.
All right, bro. You're a hating ass nigga.
I'm going with Philly.
I'm going with Philly too.
All right. The next one I got is the LA Rams at Seattle.
Seattle.
The
Rams look horrible.
Seattle.
The Rams lost to the Jets.
It happens.
Nah,
it does.
It shouldn't happen.
The Jets
shouldn't, but it does.
In a row.
You said what?
The Jets look good 2 weeks in a row, though. And it's still the NFL regardless, but I just don't believe in them, especially on the road.
I'll go with Seattle, too.
Yeah, Seattle.
And the last one I got is Tennessee at Green Bay.
Great game.
Green Bay.
Tennessee.
I'm going to go with Tenny. I'm going to go with Tenny. I think Derrick Henry going to run all over them.
Is the game in Green Bay?
Yep, it's at Green Bay.
I'm going with Green Bay.
What's the weather like? Because if it's cold.
I mean, it's Green Bay in December, Ken. So it ain't get your shorts out.
But
I mean, Tennessee can run the ball. So in cold weather, if you can run the ball, shit, they ain't gonna phase Henry.
But we know that there's 2 quarterbacks in this NFL that weather does not matter, and that's Pat Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. So it's not like Green Bay is going to change their game plan regardless if it's snowing or not.
I'm just talking about them hits. That black man ain't gonna be trying to get all them hits.
Shit, there Henry gonna be he the one that's gonna be hitting. Shit, got them damn stiff arms and shit he be doing.
He be making them stiff arms. He be like he playing with backyard boys.
I don't think he might not get 100 yards this game though.
Oh, you
cold.
I mean, is Green Bay rush defense that good?
No, I just think that they'll be keen on him in that weather.
I mean, people keyed on him before, and he still seemed to be doing his thing. So
that weather too, though. That weather is.
That's what I'm saying. You can run though. If I feel like running is that's a difference maker when in the cold weather. You know what I'm saying?
Right, man.
Especially during the playoffs. If you can run, you kind of win half the battle right there in the cold weather.
Mm-hmm. Run and play defense.
Yeah. So I think they'll be all right. I mean, I'd be surprised if they hold him to like 40 yards or whatever because of the cold weather. I'd be surprised by that. Like I said, unless they run defense is like really elite, then I would be like, okay, well maybe he ain't gonna rush for over 100. But if Green Bay rush defense is not elite like that, then yeah, he'd be all right. He'd stiff arm somebody else.
Yeah, nah, they do run defense ain't shit, bro. They like middle to bottom of the pack. Yeah.
And Tennessee can run the ball very well, so they wouldn't have to battle in that cold weather. Now passing that's another thing. I mean, if you betting on Aaron Rodgers because of that game, I can't get mad at that.
But yeah, those are the games I got for this week.
What's the record? You still haven't tallied up the record?
Not yet.
You gonna wait till next week after the final week or something?
I was gonna wait.
Okay.
Don't cheat me. All right, cool. Well, I think that's it, man.
Wait,
next
hold
week.
on.
Oh, my bad.
Quick question. No, quick question. Did y'all talk about that Mahomes throw or no?
Which one?
Come on, the only one that mattered, the one to McCall in the corner.
Harmon? Nah.
We slacking as a damn sports show. I ain't gonna hold this up, but we slacking.
How you gonna say we slacking? Where you been at?
I was late. I was working.
Hey, nigga, we been here. What's the throw?
I've been paying my bills. That's what I was doing.
What throw? Is it a better throw or a better catch?
It was both. Look, that you can't even call that luck anymore. Like the stuff that he's doing. Hey, Nick, if you haven't seen the man, just look it up, bro.
I'm about to look it up.
Like Pat Mahomes put that thing in a square box of about maybe 7 inches. The only place it could be. I thought he was throwing it away. And all of a sudden, here come McCall Hardman. He makes a spectacular catch. He plants with that right, drags that left toe. Man, it's amazing. It's
you talking about the one amazing. In the corner?
Yeah.
Okay. I did see that.
That come on, man. Come on. Like that's MVP-ish right there.
Nah,
they saying he's not the MVP. They saying Rodgers is.
Nah.
I want to get on record also. I gotta amend something I said a while ago.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Patrick is the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yes.
It's not Russell Wilson.
Yes.
I've changed my stance on that.
Oh, okay.
But you know what though, Ken? In all fairness, a lot of the takes that people had early on was kind of off. You know how even talking about Pittsburgh the way we were, and Mike Tomlin, that doesn't, like we said, that doesn't look like the same team even. So Russ looked like the best quarterback at one point, but that's all gone now.
Man, it's just the things that Patrick. It's like during that time I was comparing him to. It's like he's done other stuff since then that I just haven't seen before.
Yeah, hey Ken. Okay, so I don't know if you remember this. People probably remember this though. But you remember the first year, Patrick Mahomes breakout year, and FIFA was singing his praises. Then I was just like, I don't know. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. The season that they won the Super Bowl, I think like within the first 3 games or 4 games of that season, I remember I went to FIFA. I was like, yeah, FIFA, I'm a believer now. I was like, Patrick Mahomes, is the best quarterback in the league. That dude is
I'll go further. I don't know. I think FIFA may be already here too. He may be the best quarterback I've ever seen.
Yep.
Period.
Period.
I like to wait for careers to be over before I start. Like,
I get you, B, and I know you want to be patient, but shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm an expert.
I mean, no. I look. Patrick Mahomes is an incredible dude. I mean, it's like I'm at these things where it's like, okay, if he plays like this for like, if he play at this level for at least another 8 straight years or 9 straight seasons like this, and probably win another Super Bowl or 2.
I'll say this.
Yeah.
If he wins 2 more titles in the next 4 to 5 years, he may be the GOAT.
He is.
And if he still plays at this level that he's playing at for a decade, like, the shit that we.
Oh, that's without a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Do you think that Tyreek Hill would be what he would be without Patrick Mahomes?
Nope.
I think he'll be a good receiver. I don't think he'll be this receiver who's getting 200 yards a game.
Yeah.
Now, whoa, hold on, because I feel like that's a loaded question. The answer is yes, depending on the coaching staff. So no Patty Mahomes, but he has Andy Reid. Yes, he'll be an all-pro wide receiver because he got Andy Reid. But the whole combination is why Tyreek, you got to consider him in the top 3, top 5 in the league.
I think the thing with Patrick, man, that I've seen over the last few weeks is that it's the mental part. The poise. When you down in close games, when you gotta make throw the ball to get a first down to ice the game.
Yeah.
And they're not running the ball, they're throwing the ball to you.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen in the NFL. Yes. They run the ball and bleed the clock and play on their defense.
Yep.
They were like, no, you go win us the game. He not only did it, he's done that multiple times this season.
Yeah.
I've never seen shit like that before.
I'll say this too. I never feel like they out of a game.
Nope.
Like I always anytime I see I look at Patty, I'm like, oh, he about to get him back in this, or he gonna win him the game. Like I never feel nervous about him being on the field.
He never was battled either.
Man, like I said earlier, though, just imagine this team if Kareem Hunt hadn't messed up.
I know, right? Because Kareem Hunt was on his way.
Kareem Hunt was actually better than all. Well, not Pat, but he was a better weapon than
He's the second best player. He's the second best. He would have been the second best player on that team.
Yes.
Maybe
Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce. Well, I think it would have been second between him and Travis Kelce.
Travis Kelce, I say
he a beast.
Travis Kelce, man.
But Kareem was on his way.
You breaking up a little bit, FIFA. What'd you say?
I said Travis Kelce is like a refined Gronk.
Oh yeah.
Nah, I think
I was thinking more Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, I was
Tony Gonzalez,
legit like Tony Gonzalez. Gronk is a stiff ass motherfucker. If we gonna be honest.
Well, what I mean by that, I 100% agree. What I mean is like the blocking, the physicality, the vertical threat. Like he has all phases of the game. Tony was nice, and he was a blocker as well, but he wasn't like a dominant physical blocker.
Wasn't Shannon Sharp like that in his day?
Shannon ain't like to block, but he'll put a hat on somebody.
Yeah.
Nah, but I think it's a wrap. I think the Chiefs gonna win it this year, barring any COVID or injuries.
Damn, so Mahomes gonna repeat. They're gonna repeat. That's tough to do in the NFL.
That's tough to do, 100%. But I think they can do it.
And he should be the MVP for this one reason. They had the best road season out of any team in NFL history. They went 8-0 on the road. They beat every best team that there is out there. Every contender that you can name, they beat on the road. He should win the MVP.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. He definitely should be the MVP.
I see it too. Hey, real quick, I wanted to say shout out to my mama, man. She listening to us. She's on the road right now, and she was checking us out. I said I was gonna say hey. So hey, Ma.
Hey, Mama John. Hey, Mama.
Hey, your mama. I gotta stop cussing if your mama listening.
Oh yeah, she paying attention. She understands.
That's funny.
But yeah, that's all I got for questions and whatnot.
All right, well, yeah, that's gonna do it for us this week. Then,
Oh wait, I got one more thing. No, I'm playing.
Hey, FIFO, Michael Porter Jr. got 22, I think.
Hey, that's why they let Jeremy Grant go, and because of Bobo too.
Bobo did not play coach's decision right now.
Come on, cool. Stop with the Bobo hype.
Bobo, I'm telling you.
Bobo is sitting at the end of the bench drinking water right now. Millsap has 16, Ken.
Okay. Still trash.
He said he a sap for real.
Millsap.
All right, well, we'll be back next week. I'm gonna start scheduling these in advance. But yeah, man, we appreciate you guys showing up. We should be back next Tuesday. So we'll catch you guys next time. We out. And I'm not gonna leave the stream running like I did last.
Man, I text Ken. Ken texted me back the other day. He was like, "Man, my bad. I fell asleep."
And I was out.
Oh, we couldn't get on.
Because remember, Shelton, I was like,
yeah.
He got it.
The night before we couldn't get on, and then the next night we couldn't get off.
Right. So that's funny. That is.
I woke up. I was like, "Oh shit!" I think I woke up like 12. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Yo, that's hilarious.
Still going. I'm glad I had my shit muted, man.
Ken texted me that next day, and I was cracking up.
Man.
Oh yeah. Somebody did say that. Hey, y'all have a Merry Christmas, man, because we ain't gonna see them before Christmas.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Y'all be safe. Man.
Happy Hanukkah.
Christmas.
Happy Kwanzaa.
I didn't even think about that. Hey, y'all did y'all shopping already?
Yeah,
I'm good.
Yeah, I got my mama the Obama book, so she all right.
Oh. That'll do it.
I still ain't bought it yet.
Oh, one more thing from my mom. She makes sure that I mention this all the time. If you haven't voted, make sure you go vote. If you enjoyed it.
I already voted. Yep, I already took care of it.
January 5th is the last day, right?
No, yes. January 1st is the last day to early vote, and then after that, January 5th is you can still vote on January 5th.
Yes.
Cool. Well, we're gonna get out of here, man. We'll catch you guys next time. We out. Peace.